How's everybody doing out there? The reason I'm making this video is I want to share a recent experience that I've had that's really changed my life. I usually don't like to get on my soapbox about things, to be preachy, but I just want everybody to try to hear me out. If I have about, say, 5,000 people that see this video, and if even one person gets a benefit from it, it'll be worth it. What I'm talking about is there's this certain substance that we're all familiar with. It's white, it's powdery. It's actually they've done studies with rats in it. You know, they've done rat studies, and they find that it's very addictive, and it's also very insidious. And no, I'm not talking about cocaine, even though that falls in that category too. What I'm talking about is good old-fashioned sugar, which we see right here in our sugar bowl. And you know, as a lot of you can relate to, I remember as kids, you know, we'd have it on our cereal in the morning, and you know, you had the Mary Poppins song, spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Anyway, I'm not much of a singer. And to make a long story short, I've always thought I've had a pretty healthy lifestyle. I mean, I take really good supplements. They're called isotonics, as a lot of you know. In fact, some of you are my customers, which I appreciate that, but I'm not going to get off onto that. But I just want to share like what I would be my habits. Like in the morning, for example, I would have the isotonics. They're a liquid way of taking supplements, by the way. They're like a liquid form of vitamins and antioxidants, and they go right to your small intestine. They get absorbed like in 15 minutes or so. So anyway, I'd have them in the morning. You know, I get up kind of early too. I like to do things in the morning also. I'd take a shower. I'd come back, and then I have my coffee. And the way I would have my coffee is I usually have 2 mugs in the morning. One mug would be, this would be a mug, and so I'd have a mug, and then my first mug would be good old French vanilla, International Delight. So I'd have this, and then I'd finish that, and then I have a second mug, and that would be my hazelnut and all that. And so then I have my coffee, and then I do some more stuff, and then I'd be ready for breakfast. And I thought I'd have a, you know, like a healthy breakfast, steel cut oats, fruit, using nuts and things, but I'd add a little sugar in the oatmeal too. Make a long story short, no good. Think about that. One of the first things I would have in the morning after I had the isotonics, which are good, but then I would have, you know, the sugar would do it from this stuff would just get absorbed right away. And I always said to myself, you know, I can't have coffee without sugar. I'll make a long story short, I saw a naturopathic doctor, and I'm not going to mention his name and all that, because I've been trying to change my habits. I was wondering, why do I feel kind of crummy in the daytime? You know, am I getting old? And I don't want to tell you how old I am, but I am more than 45. And basically, he looked at me and he said, "You gotta." I did a survey too about my eating habits. He says, "Listen, you got to really cut out as much as you can sugar." And he connected with me. It's funny. He looked at me and I had this connection with him, which I haven't had before. And I said to myself, oh, "Boy, how am I going to do that?" But then I said, "Well, you know, I'm going to try an experiment. I'm going to go to Starbucks the next day, and I always get those tall cappuccinos, you know, and I sprinkle the cinnamon on it, and then I get that brown crunchy sugar. I sprinkle that on it, and that would be my cappuccinos. And then if I ever went out for coffee, I always, you know, I take the sugar in the sugar bowl and put a little cream and a little sugar. Anyway, make a long story short, I had the cappuccino just with the steamed milk, and I put the cinnamon on it, and I drank it, and I said, well, you know, it's funny, I could taste the coffee pretty good right now. So the next day I went out to a little cafe, and I had the coffee, and without the sugar. And I make a long story short, I've really pretty much given up my sugar habits big time, and it's made a huge difference in my life. After giving up, you know, no ice cream, no desserts, cookies, anything like that, after a week I noticed a huge difference. I mean, I feel better. I feel better here. I feel better mentally. I mean, it's amazing. So I've lost like about 10 pounds since doing that. It's been about 2 months now since I've had it. So that's all. I just wanted to share that with everybody. You know, if you're thinking about doing a lot of things, try to improve your health. It's made a big difference. Donuts, I have no more donuts. Those are bad too, with you know, with all the white flour in them also. And I always thought, well, if I do things in quote moderation, it's okay. I'll be honest with you, most of you that are watching this video, if you think you're having sugar in moderation, you're probably having too much. I don't want. I'm not trying to be a sugar nut. I'm saying don't give it up completely. Like for example, I had sushi a couple weeks ago. You know, I like sushi, and I decided, all right, for this one time, I'll get a little dessert. So I had a little green tea ice cream. It was great. I tasted the ice cream better, and you know, it was good. So you don't have to completely give up sugar, but really cut way back at it, and like, you know, enjoy desserts like occasionally. Maybe like once a week, you could have a dessert somewhere. Maybe like 2 cookies or something like that. So, but anyway, to any of you that watch this video, if you think, you know, if you're still struggling with health issues and feeling lousy and things like that, I'll tell you, try it. Just try it for a week. Give it up as much sugar as you can. You're going to notice it. At least I think a lot of you will, and you're not going to go back. So anyway, so the theme, again, I just want to show you. See the sugar here? Gonzo. Goodbye, sugar. No more. You see these also? I have a nice full thing of the creamer. Gone. Gone. No more. Bye. See? It's all gone. Never, never, never again. And here we go too. The other creamer. No more. Goodbye. So as I said before, if of all you that are watching it, just one person maybe change their habit a little bit, it's going to be worth it. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. Again, and thanks for sharing this with me that you've they've seen. I'm going to try to share this on social media too. I'm putting this on both my Facebook pages, my business page, and my personal page. Instagram. I'm going to learn how to. Snapchat is a new thing. I have to learn that too. So anyway, have a great rest of the year, and cut back on sugar if you want to have better health. Bye bye.